Guys, welcome back to another Rough Town Raptors. So what we're doing this time? It's another Sprinter. It's an old girl, but a good girl. Fires up first crack every time. And as you can see, a little bit of corrosion going on. Let me take you for a walk around it. Let's see what we're dealing with. So we've got a little bit of corrosion on the pillar. Well, quite a bit of corrosion there actually on the pillar. That's going to need grinding out as close as I can. Bottom of the door is gone. And bottom of the back door. Now he has got some spare doors in there. So we're going to be swapping a couple of the doors. I can't remember if he's got a spare slider. I'll have to check. But as you can see, there's quite a lot of corrosion there. Where it's had a side swipe. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he drove, he said, with the sliding door open. Hence the reason why all the windows scratched as well. So you can see where it's had decals. All the decals will be coming off, as you can imagine. And generally bodywork's not too bad. The main thing seems to be corrosion. Back doors fairly straightforward. A little bit of corrosion at the bottom. Got a little bit of corrosion down there around the arches, bottom of the sill, bottom of the door. He did say he's got another door, and he was debating whether to put it on. And he said, will it be a good idea to put the door on or not? And I said, well, if you're keeping the van and you've got a door there, might as well put the new door on, haven't we? So messing about for the corrosion to come back, might as well change the door if you've got one. Makes sense. So we're changing the door. Generally it's not in too bad nick, just little bits of corrosion on the bonnet, little bit up top at the windscreen. Like I say, that pillar's quite bad there. So what colour are we going? Well, we're going grey. Anthracite grey, the same colour as the Peugeot Boxer that I did. Keeping the awning the same colour as the van. So should look pretty stunning when it's done. It was originally going to keep it white. And then he watched the video on the Boxer. And then he phoned me up and said, is it too late to change my mind? And I was like, no. Whatever colour you want it, it's all the same. So we've decided 7016, I think it is, anthracite grey. Or 7026. That many numbers floating about in my head, I can't remember. And I actually said to him, I said, don't check out the Instagram because there's about 4 or 5 different shades of grey on there. And he said, no, I'm not looking. He said, because it took me long enough to pick this colour. So we're going grey. So we're going to change a few of the panels, all grey, and it should look pretty bang on. On a whole, not too bad. No major dents or anything like that. It's quite straight. It's just corrosion. Obviously when we put the door on, you can see the door doesn't line up there. So it's completely off on the runners, so the door needs completely relining, but not a problem because it'll be coming off anyway to be painted. So awesome. So the first job, as you know, go around, mark up any damage. So a little bit of rust there, easy to see. A little bit of rust there, bit around the badge there. Obviously quite a bit of corrosion there, which we're going to, like I said, I'm going to have to get in as far as I can, but I'm not really looking forward to that because as you can see it is quite deep in. Ideally I would have liked to take the windscreen out because as you can see it's also on the scuttle panel there and there. Now he has had a go at treating it, but yeah, not the best. Would have been better to have the windscreen out, but you can only do what you can do, can't you? And we've got a little bit, there's no point marking up the sliding door because I already know that. Oh, there is actually a big dent there. You can actually see a little dent there already. And we've got little bits of rust there. My marker's running out. Got a scrape there, which looking at that scrape, I'm not sure if that's a continuation of that or possibly where the window frame inside is catching the door, because I've got the same problem on the red one. A little bit there. They don't actually seem as bad, these ones, on the panel there. And as you saw on the red one, they actually strip down really easy on the doors. I'll use my cack hand. I'm actually left-handed. And if you're right-handed, you call us cack-handed, but if we're left-handed, we call you right-handed people cack-handed. So there you go. So I'll use my cack hand. Mark up. With my left hand's doing the camera work. Like I said, this is just the initial walk round. We will go around it properly. Spots there. Nice scrape on the arch there. Not sure what's going on there, but that's bad. Big dent there, and a big dent along there, with a nice spot of corrosion there. A little bit of corrosion there. In fact, the sill's quite corroded. The underseal's peeling. And arches. Does seem quite bad on the arch, to be fair. Especially there. Yeah. So as you can see, its main problem seems to be corrosion. But generally, they don't seem too bad. A little bit of corrosion there. So anyway, I'll go around, finish this, and then I'll get back to you. So once we've been round, sorted all the corrosion, the next job, strip it down. Right, see you shortly. Right, so I've been round with my trusty pen again, and as you can see, there is quite a lot of corrosion. Quite a lot more than I expected. It's fair to say it's probably the most corroded van I've had in. Now, I thought we had a new sliding door for it, but we haven't. It's a pair of front doors he's got. So I'm going to change the front doors, because they're pretty much effect anyway. Would have been nice if it had a sliding door, but it looks like we're going to have to repair that one. So the bottom of that door needs completely sorting out. Also the bottom of the sill is, it's been repaired, but it's completely out of shape. I don't know if you can see that. It's like, it sort of like curves in, and the line's not right. Just, basically it looks shit. So we'll sort that. Sort the door and all the corrosion. So I don't really need to mark up the front doors because they'll be getting changed. So yeah, so I've been round, like I said, I've been round and with my pen, and as you can see, it's quite a bit. Quite a lot of rust. Big dent at the bottom there. Arches are really bad. Top of the roof actually, there's quite a bit. I can see a rust bubble up the top there, so I'll have to get up to that one. There's some in the seam there. See, even when I've finished, I'm still finding stuff. So doors don't really matter because they're being changed. Bottom of the sills. So there you go. So the next job now is strip it down. Take off everything that we can take off. And then we can cut all the rust out, grind it all, treat it all. Awesome. Right guys, as you can see, we've been a little bit busy. Ground all the rust out, treated it all. Done all the top. Doors off, because we're swapping the doors over, because he brought a pair of doors. I took the sliding door off, because it was all mashed in on one side, and I needed to get to the back to repair the back corner. And also, the hinge was moving about, so the door wasn't sat right, because it had been sideswiped with the door open, I think. So that'll be nice and straight when it goes back on. And also I needed to get down the inside of the door frame there. Quite a bit of corrosion, which is obviously from where it had the impact of the side swipe. It took all the paint off on that corner. Been round doing a few dents. A few more bits there of ground out. But it's actually coming along. Got all this, got a bit more filling to put in there. So we ground all this out because this was all corroded. Been doing the sliding door, so it's all repaired now. So we've got like the filler dry, and then we can get that sanded, and then we treated all the back door. There's a lot more behind there, and then we'll get all that cleaned up, and then get that filled, and then we can start DAing the full thing. Right, that's skim number 3 in. So while that's setting and going off, I'll crack on with the sanding of the bodywork, getting it all ready for prepped for painting. Awesome. As you can see, we've been busy. All the bodywork's done. It's in primer. Inside the doors have all been painted. So what we need to do now is finally do the outside. Get it all blown into colour. Anthracite grey, 7016. Same as the Peugeot boxer that we did. I'm saying that. Do you know, you look at a colour and think, looks a bit darker. I look at it and keep thinking, looks darker than that Peugeot, but I keep checking the colour and it is the same colour. But for some reason, to me, it just looks darker. Maybe it's different when I get it out in the light. Anyway, got the door back on, so that's all nice and tidy now. So yeah, next job, get it painted. Awesome. Well, there you go guys, another one done. Thought I'd start from the back end this time, look more into the front. So just give you a walk round of it, just showing you. So, as you can see, originally it was white and absolutely full of rust and scabs and battered. And now it's looking pretty bob on, isn't it? Let's go and have a look at the front. So, all colour coded apart from the black grille and the black vent on the bonnet. Everything else is grey. We did initially think about doing the bumpers in black, but then decided to stick with them being colour coded. And personally, I think it looks really well. It looks really nice. As you can see, the side has come out beautiful. Remember, all that sliding door was all battered. All the rear quarter was behind the door, because obviously I think it had an accident where the door had been open and it had hit a wall or something. So it just like completely wrecked the side. But as you can see, set around this tree, looking bob on. And if you remember, originally all the gaps were wrong and everything. So now, as you can see, close is perfect. I'm actually really impressed with this one, because I think it's come out really well, considering how bad it was. And I think he's going to be well over the moon with it. We decided to colour code all the panels, which it just works really well, I think. Yeah, awning's been done. See, we initially thought about doing the awning black as well, and the bumpers, but to be honest, I quite like them all being colour coded. It looks quite nice, it's different. As you can see on this side, we colour coded everything as well, all the panels and covers. It just works really well. Really nice colour. Anthracite grey 7016. Same as the Peugeot Boxer that I did. But there you go. So that's another one done. Another Sprinter. Seems to be getting a lot of Sprinters, a lot of crafters. It's very popular vans. I've got a few different ones booked in as well, but at the end of the day I can only wrap to what people bring me, and they all seem to bring me crafters and Sprinters. Certainly don't want to wrap for anything that big. Anyway, I better move this, otherwise I'm not going to get past. So thanks for watching, stay safe, stay entertained, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios. There we go, we didn't need to move it, he managed to get through, he's a good driver. Anyway, thanks for watching, see you next time. Adios.